I know where it's Calabar. You used to have like the place to go.
Calabar is no state.
It's not Fibra, sorry. Sorry.
And the way you speak as students. Speak and let someone know that you are a student.
So what do you mean by that?
Have you seen someone that will look at me and say, my aunt is educated? What does that mean? The person has not shown to be well educated. When you let someone know that she's a student, I see. How can you know what is Calabar? Be natural. You don't need to. You are being natural. Have you seen some motorists when they drive? The drive is 1 hour. They are natural because they are experts that I cannot. It's not my field. You see, medical doctor, when patients are rushed, does some people see them walking majestically? They know what to do. When you are not forgetting, it's not your job. They know where to tap. So they are natural. So would you say they are mimicking? No. They know where to touch.
You know?
I heard of a doctor that was just going through the reception unit. He saw a pregnant woman. Just look at her. Just went one picture. He said, "Could you take her to theater?" Just like that. It's experience. He knew that if that had been delayed, that would have had problem with her delivery.
That's your problem.
So that is it, everyone. So please be natural. Be natural. Are we set?
Yes.
You are set. Okay.
Is that okay now? The old marker.
I'll still need to update you. I think it's better. Where's the best? Now, I do this to cite my students. I'm sorry, my last slide, I didn't do that. To cite is to prepare the mind ahead of something great. See, English is a subject that must be intentional. Everything you do must be intentional. Please take note of that. Anything you do, be intentional. Be intentional in anything you do in English. Now, look at these two sentences. They are both correct. Number one is to prove to you that there are some grammatical statements that are perfect, but your brain tends to make you think they are incorrect. That's number one. Number two, this is purely correct, but if you don't know how to use your intonation, you read it and give in another interpretation. Number two statements are ambiguous. If you read it the other way, we are going to do that together. Now, 1, 2. That's what we should be very careful. Number one. Can you read number one? Want to go?
The old man is sheep.
Let's go again.
The old man is sheep.
What does it mean to you?
Nothing.
Nothing? Oh, it doesn't make sense to you, right?
Yes.
Okay, now let me break it down for you. Now, the problem is this word man. Because when you hear the word man, once it crosses your mind,
Man.
a human being. I know the word man can be a verb, can also be a noun, depending on the context. If I tell you my duty is to man that machine, what does it mean?
It's a control.
To operate. As you said, to operate. So man there does not mean human being. So how do you explain that? Look at that, read it again. The old man, the sheep. Now, the old there is a class of aged people under Concord, and I touched you today. Definitely, I cannot teach all the rules of Concord today. There are over 20 rules. My other audience, Mr. Soy cannot teach all the rules. I know Christian can teach all the rules. They are innumerable. However, we pick those common ones that we know. And in case you don't know, this is one of the most interesting topics in Concord. One of the most interesting topics. And whether I like it or not, it cuts across all education strata. From nursery, if you learn in Concord, but you never knew. You never knew. From our creche, I go out. That is Concord, let me explain to you there. You never knew. Now, I want to let you know why some statements are correct, you've been using well, and you don't know why they are correct. Why some statements are incorrect, and you don't know why they are incorrect. For that reason, you just assume it is there. So that's why I say, whenever I explain it, be intentional. Every unit you pronounce is very, very important. In mathematics, a method affects an answer. The means that one particular step affects an answer. But if it's going to be linear, you get some mark. Not all. And then in English, a unit has spoiled everything. 1 unit. If this is the wrong item here, I cannot find this correct. I will do that on one conviction. Guess what? I must correct it before I mark it for you. If I mark it correctly, then I'm the person that is wrong. See the power of English. So you need to be very, very careful. And the day you understand that you are not learning English because you want to impress somebody, that you started learning that subject. Don't learn it learn because of your own credibility. Your credibility, not for anyone. And don't learn for the purpose of examination. Learn because you need to learn. I want to be natural. When I talk, I want to be natural. I want to be what I am, who I am, everywhere, anytime. Not because I'm going for any exam. If I tell you how I study this subject, it's as though I'm going for an exam. No, I want to be natural. Not even because of my students, because of myself first. Because it's what I know, I impart. If I don't understand, I cannot impart. So I want to learn it first. And as I learn it, I make use of them wherever I go. I don't wait for when there's opportunity. I create one. When you came this morning, when I came this afternoon, I started it already. And all is that. So the old man is sheep. So this is correct. This is verb. For information, that's what we call English pass. Pass. The continuous tense of this word is passing. I see you as prospective undergraduate, so let's make you understand things you need to know before you get there. You make plans before you get to the bridge. When you get there, you make the plan of crossing over it. If your mind is not prepared, you get to the bridge. By the time looking at the length of the bridge, you might turn back. Or when you plan your mind, I'm going to cross it. When you get here, you then get, okay, this is the length. You get that? So that's something. Now, so part means what? To put each of these units into their class of words. Can you try that? Let's do something. Which part of speech is the word? The
Article.
article. Very good.
Adjective.
It's not an adjective here. It is a noun here. Did you know?
Yes.
An adjective does not require to be followed by what? A verb. If there's no subject pushing it. For information, the O here is a noun phrase. Talking about a class of people under the roof of Concord, and I studied this today. Yes, bringing old out is an adjective. Alright, so perfect. But here, it's not an adjective. The same thing, who part of speech is this? Verb. Very good. Thank you. You did not say it now. How about this?
Article.
No?
The sheep.
You said it. No, only this. You know you can separate the D from sheep here, but you cannot separate D from old here. So, no? Don't worry, you get that. I like that sense of confusion. It helps you to explain better. So you are not doing the right thing, you're on the right track. You get that? Let me explain to you. You cannot take this away and leave this. Okay, read this. Old man the sheep. You see, it's not. So that's why it is together. Here it is not together. It's split here. So it is still an article. It's an article, a noun. Article, a noun. So I have article, noun, verb, article, noun. Now, if I do this, I do this here. Read it. Want to go? The old man is sheep. What is old now? Adjective. It's very clear. It's qualifying the noun, woman. In this form. But once I don't have this, hence I don't have this, forget it. So please, there are some statements that are grammatically correct, but your brain wants to make you think they are incorrect. You should know this one. It's high time I left the class. You heard that before?
Okay.
Is that correct or incorrect?
Correct.
Perfect. But the brain wants to tell you, high time I left. No, it should be in the present tense. I wish you knew my name. Correct or incorrect?
Correct.
But you don't know my name. It's correct. I wish you knew my name. I would rather you stopped that lesson. I would rather you stopped. That is it. That's what I want you to balance that. In fact, there are some expressions in English that sound beautifully correct, but they are grammatically incorrect. While some they sound beautifully incorrect, but they are grammatically what? Perfect. Let me warn you in advance. English is governed by what? By rules. By rules. And not by high sounds. Did you get what I just said now? You get what I just said now? English is governed by what? Rules, not by how it sounds.
Like from the if I'm on exam, for example, and I have a question, I normally used to use how I say it. Let's say they give me option A now, B, C. I'll not be like adding it to the same things to make it okay. Does it sound right? So I think
I got you perfectly.
That's how I used to
perfectly. Do you know that your wrong answer will always appear in the option? That wrong answer in your mind. So be very careful. I won't want you to subscribe to that subsequently. Don't. It's the rules you must apply. Hello, we don't expect you in most examinations to be able to get all the answer, but we require you to also apply smartness. Amongst the options, there are options you know that can never be the answer, even when you don't know the answer. I don't know if you've seen that play before. I don't know the answer, but it cannot be A. I don't know the answer, it cannot be B. I'm left between C and D. That's why they apply knowledge, not common sense. Common sense has helped you to eliminate what? A and B. What do you have left now? Knowledge. In fact, the first thing you do when you see a question, you want to find out from which topic is this question drafted from. Once you know, this is from Concord, then you cool your mind, which of the rules of Concord have been texted? Oh, this is coming from grammar. Which aspects of grammar? Do you get that? If you don't know where a question is drafted from, I'm afraid you might not get the answer. You might not get the answer. Do you get that? So please, that's why I'm taking my time to explain it. Now, quickly number 2. Don't forget, we've not started the topic. No? I'm just psyching your mind to know why the subject is, and it is very dynamic. It's dynamic in the sense that as it used to be, it's not how it is. And if God delayed his plan for earth, and we still here on earth, few years time, the next generation after you also learn newer things. You also learn newer things. Now, can you read number 2?
The receptionist came into the office and turned the documents into the manager.
Okay, now do something. Combine this and read. Want to go?
The receptionist came into the office and turned the documents into the manager.
It has a meaning. It has a meaning. So what's the meaning of that? The second reading.
The first one is
No, the second reading.
I see they put documents inside the manager.
No. Understand me. Let me read
Change
this.
the documents to the manager.
Don't use the word change. That change is ambiguous. There's no pointing to the fact. The receptionist came into the office and turned the documents into the manager. There's a kind of superpower here. Yes, abracadabra, magical formula. No, it said change. That word change is making the. You get that? You get that? Yeah. If you combine this, it simply means the receptionist has was financial power. She transformed. I can see her as a female. She transformed what? The manager to become what? Documents. But is that what the statement is all about? No. So my focus here is into, in, and to. Please be very careful when you see into and you see 2 separate prepositions, in and to. They don't mean the same. Here is text on what we call turned in. This is actually what? The components of the verb. Have you been taught a phrasal verb before? Phrasal verb, right?
Yeah.
Verbs with particles. Turn into 10 minutes or to submit. Do you know the phrasal verb? What's the meaning of the word that puts off?
So we forget about.
No, it's not forget. Puts off.
Remove.
No.
To set something aside. I
No. That is put aside. Put on means what to postpone. The meeting has been put up to further know that to postpone together. So that is phrasal verb. It's a topic on its own. We shall get there by the grace of God. Quickly, let's come to today's class. Concord.
How do you say the sentence correctly?
Okay. The receptionist came into the office and turned the documents in to the manager. Turn the documents in a little pot to the manager. They are not meant to be together. Let me give you this little trick. The question is, when should you use into or into? Very simple. If into can be replaced with inside, if inside can stay there, then it should be into. If inside cannot stay, it should be into. Now, do this. Read this.
The documentation came inside the office and turned the document in.
So we can replace into with inside. Okay, let's try this to work here. Let's try to work here. So, into, read that. Let's go.
The receptionist came
Into the office and turned the document inside.
the manager.
Doesn't make sense.
So that's how to catch it. So once you see that, just quickly apply that if it works. You get that? So that is good for that. Now, Concord. This is one of the topics I enjoy teaching. Did you know why? It is practical. I will give you row one. I'll give 2 sentences. You give me one of the sentences. That's how to learn. You learn things by doing them. You don't learn things by assuming them. You do them. It is the act of doing. You get that? It is said, pattern makes for what?
Practice makes perfect.
Okay, thanks so much. Practice makes
Perfect.
perfection, not perfect. That's actually what it is. Practice makes for perfection. When you practice something, you get perfected in it. Not practice makes perfect. You get that? So let's go. Are you ready? Concord. Give us the skeletal meaning of Concord. Subject, verb, agreement. That is skeletal meaning.
Oh, sorry, what about that one that I said? It joins 2 words together. That's all.
That's conjunction.
Okay, no
Not conjunction. That's what.
Okay, I was.
This is not a part of speech. It's a topic in that. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Now, Concord. As I said, subject verb is the skeletal form of Concord. In fact, the word Concord means unity. Agreement. What's the Concord between two of us? Why are you here? What does that mean? What's the unity? Which business do you have in common? I don't have any Concord with you, so why bring it that matter to me? You don't have any unity, you don't have any affinity. So why trying to show as though you are my friend? We are having friends, are we? We are having. So I'm not surprised. That shouldn't be coming out. So let's go. I'm ready. Concord. Concord. This is the structural. This is please, and listen to my pronunciation. It's very, very important. I'm not doing that just because I want to. Take notes of that. So by the time you go to sounds, if time permits, some of my pronunciation will not be strange to you. Structure, not structure. That's not what. This is. I said this is. This is the structural agreement between the subjects and a verb with every other particle in a sentence. You can see I want to write. Abiola gives their pen to me. Claire, is there an error in this statement? Abiola gives their pen.
Abiola is a one person, and Jerry is one.
So there's no Concord here. Do you know I'm making this statement? Most times when we get Concord, all attention always comes to subject and verb. We forget every other unit. And at times, examiner may not be texting that actually. It's another unit. Another time, examiner will text verb and other unit. This is the problem here. The verb is showing agreement, fine. Every other unit is fine. But there, it's not fine. Because Abiola is one person. So why say Abiola as though Abiola we are more than one person? So there's no Concord there. So please be very careful. Concord is not only talking about subject and verb. Basically, that is where it starts from, but it doesn't end there. You get that? So it must be intentional from the beginning to the end. Did you know with this full statement, if you were an English studies teacher, if you were an English studies, what would you do? Would you mark it correctly or wrongly? You fail it. But if you want to mark it, what do you do?
I'll change
You
the
have-
to is.
Do you get that? That is only help you can grade that. You see the importance of that. So let's go. Right. it is the harmony, it is, that's a new paragraph, you know, it is the harmony that exists. This word contains the sound. It exists. That exists, X, that exists between the subject and a verb. Basically, full stop. Hence, comma, it determines the correctness. It determines the correctness of every expression in English. Have you said? Now I want to say this. English language is divided into two, written and non-written. Right? Let me warn you. Most spoken English which is not written is incorrect when put into writing. Most, I said. That is why a good writer is expected to be a good speaker. A good speaker will not be a good writer. May not be a good writer. So don't be bamboozled by somebody being if we sit grammar to listen, we capture a lot of things which many of you may not know. It is in the writing we catch you. But in the writing, we can see, we can read. So be very, very careful. So Concord talks about correctness, both in spoken English and what written English. And it's quite fortunate for us that in this part of our education, the text was written, not spoken. In Sierra Leone, O-level exam, during time of your phonics, they call them one after the other. They text them orally. But yeah, everything is what? Written. That is why I don't joke with written. In fact, if you are well developed in your written English, I can beat my chest. It's just a matter of time. You're very good at spoken English. It's just a matter of time. A good writer is expected to be a good speaker. A good speaker may not be a good writer. May not be a good writer. Have you seen what Shinka spoken before? The man speak on a low pace. You know why? I don't think that is unnecessary. That's how it talks. But give him a pen. Let him begin to write. The difference is clear. You see that? So please, it's very, very important. So we are using a stone to kill two birds. The written and the spoken. That's what I want you to achieve. And as I'm doing this, try to unlearn some wrong expressions. It is you correct it yourself. That is, oh, I've been making this expression wrong all this way. And I've told you that's what we call CEE, common error in English. And most of these errors are errors of advanced speakers. Who are the advanced speakers? Your celebrities. You learn English from people that are not in the authority to teach you English. So when they are wrong, you accept it. Because you don't know from their class. In one of the lyrics of Whiskey, he said, I want somebody in my bed. I want somebody in my bed. If you argue that in the aspects of literature in English, we say it's correct. But when we into English, it's not like a boy cannot be in bed, should be what? In bed. But even you get that, you may use it as the body is in the bed. Not mean that you are learning wrongly from them. Another advanced speaker error you learn from what? From actors. They are not in position to teach you. However, there are some actors that have carved a niche for themselves. That's why I miss so much. Olu Jacob. I miss them so much. I miss them so much. I miss him so much. One of the main characters I don't joke with. Then, in fact, he uses intonation rightly. You see when the voice rises, goes down, and you can understand. In fact, if you don't understand, you hear the man speaking, you feel ashamed of yourself. That how is it I couldn't understand? Because he captures the tone. So I'm challenging you. You are going to unlearn some expressions if you want to learn. And that's what you're about to do now. There are over 20 rules of Concord. So let's get into a few of them. Are you ready? Right. The following are few rules of Concord. We start from the smallest to the higher level we can get to. The following are the rules of Concord. Rule 1. Right. Singular subject Concord. As I said, I will explain it. Once I explain, I will give one sentence, 2 sentences, then I will leave you to give one. Alright. When make sure our test is correct, then put it down. Together. Now, let's go. Are you ready? I want to add it. Right. This rule states that this rule states that a singular subject requires a singular verb. You see the agreement? In mathematics, under fraction, we have what? How many types of fraction? We have the proper and improper. What makes a fraction proper? When the denominator is larger than the numerator, right? Bring that idea. Singular subject, singular verb. There's agreement, that's fine, 50-50. No one is cheating on anyone. That's the rule. Now, the question is, how do I identify the examples of singular verbs? I know you shouldn't have problem with nouns. Singular noun, plural noun. Most plural nouns are noted to end with what? S, ES, or you change word to what? IES, or different spelling entirely. Example, look at this. What's the plural for crisis? Very good. And that is what? Crises. Very good. And this is what? Latin what? Plural system. They have different special systems. What's the plural for die?
Dead.
Very good. DIC. All this one they are special in their class. But apart from that, when you hear boy, put boys. You already put oranges and so forth. So please take notes of that. How does one identify a singular verb and all that? Right, note. In English, that's note 1. In English, note 1. Not 10. That's the last one. Not 10. This note 1. Note 1. In English, all, take notes of that. All singular verbs end with S. Okay, with S, okay, comma, ES or IEX. Please, except am and be. All singular verbs end with S, ES or IS except am and be. And I usually tell myself, in case you want to forget, you put a Y here, you put ANX, and what do you have? Yam and beans, in case you want to forget. You get that? So all singular verb ends with S, ES, IE or IES except am and be. Take notes of that. For your information, the singular forms of verb is actually the opposite of the singular form of what? Noun. That's why students get confused. Let's start. Look at this word. Is this a noun or a verb? B-O-Y. Is it a noun or a verb?
No.
A noun, very good, right? Is it a singular noun or a plural noun?
Singular.
What's the plural? Boys. Boys, right? The essence is not boys, right? Now, look at this. Return. Return, is it a noun or a verb? Verb, very good. Which letter does it end up with? Better. Right? Now, is it a singular verb or a plural verb?
Singular.
It's plural.
How?
Because it does not end with an S. What is the singular form? I'll put an S. That's what I want you to understand first. It is a verb that does not end with an S. It is what? Plural. But if it ends with an S, it is what? Singular. And when I mean S, S, ES, or IS.
Can you give me another example?
Example. Look at this word. What is this word? Fly. Do you know the word fly could be a noun, also be a verb? Right?
Yes.
Now, as a noun, is it a singular noun or a plural noun?
Singular.
What is the plural form?
Like
Spell it for me.
F-L-I-E-S.
Okay, you know how we got IS, right? Why changes to IE? Then we added what? An S. Now, as a verb, between the two, which one is singular, which one is plural?
F-L-Y is plural.
Plural. F-L-I-S, singular.
Can you put the same
Mr. Ope flies planes.
Oh, I understand.
Did you get that?
Yes.
She killed flies. Pass. Let's pass this. I told you the meaning of pass, right? So that pass for me.
P-A-R-S.
Pass this. What is this?
Mr.
Mr. Ope. Do you know this is an adjective here? Because describing Ope. So adjective is a title. Adjective, noun. Verb, noun. Let's go. Pronoun, verb, noun.
I thought that Mr. Ope would probably be now because of the.
Mr. Ope is enough, but I say adjective now.
Because of
Adjective now. Mr. Ope is enough, but this adjective qualifying, this is a title. It's like saying Chief Ope. Chief is an adjective there. You get that? So I have, she killed flies. Please take note of this. This is a verb, why this is a noun? Did you get that? Now, noun in the plural, verb in the singular form. You get it? So please, all singular verbs. The next one to actually, let's actually full stop. Also, comma, all plural verbs do not end with an S, comma, but may end with two S's. A plural verb does not end with an S. If an S actually will end a plural verb, the S then will be one. Let's make some examples to that effect. Now look at this word. This is a verb. It ends with how many S's? Two. Is it a singular verb or a plural verb? Plural. What is the singular form of confess? Confesses. It has taken us back to the other one. Now it ends with what? ES. No longer S's. How about another one again? Impress. Plural or singular verb? Plural. What is the singular form? Impresses. That's the first you must understand. Please. What is the noun form for confess? Nominalize confess for me. Nominalize. It's not change confess to a noun. It's a verb. Change to a noun.
Confession.
Confessional or confectioner. Confection or confection. Okay. Change impress. Impress to. Also in accounting, there's a noun term that's called impress. You know, English is very dynamic. Some words belong to almost a part of speech. They are here, they are here, they are here. But you must know when they are there. Like we have like verb. Now, in fact, do you know water? Water belongs to 3 classes of our words. Water is a noun, water is a verb, water is an adjective.
Yes, I'm watering the.
That's a verb that I'm watching. And I kill the water bird. That's an adjective. Water is a good source of what? This is that. So it is how you mix up there, you know that this is where it belongs to. So don't fall for that trick. But once you see a word, you give it a name. Did you know the word bag too can be a verb? When you bag a degree, is it not the same bag? Is it different? Do you know the word book can also be a verb? Book.
I'm booking the ride.
You book a ride. That's a verb there. So do you know the word chair too? Can also be a verb. I will chair this occasion. What does that mean? No. I will chair this occasion. No. I will chair this occasion. I will head this occasion. There's some chair here. I'm the chair. I don't see anything. This is that's English for you. So you should know where. Do you know the word fan? It's also a verb. I mean now. together. So be very, very careful. So let's take it back to rule 1 of Concord. With this, I can make an example, right? Let's go. I'm ready. Now, I'm making some simple examples that you can remember. Let's start. Eniola seems the most gentle student here. Eniola seems the most gentle student here. First sentence. Who is Eniola? Subject. Singular subject or plural subject? Singular. What's the verb there? Seems. It ends with what? S. Agreement. Concord. Together. Number 2 sentence. The roast welcomes everyone. The host.
No.
The subject. Singular. Welcomes.
Singular.
So that I've done 2 sentences right there. So one after another, give me orally a sentence each. Describe the text to put that. So give me one example of a singular verb in a sentence. It can be the past tense, but it must obey the rule of singular subject, singular verb. Please, not every final verb shows singular and plural. You know, say not every non-final. You know what's called non-finite verb? Non-finite verb. We have finite verb. The most of them we use here are finite verbs. Verbs that show agreement with your subject, the text and number. Non-finite verbs, not all of them do that. Did you get that? So give me one example.
The cat was, the dog was.
The dog was. Take that from me, correct. Was. Agreement. You want me? Take that. Any sentence. Not necessarily a person. Any subject. A subject can be a noun phrase or a pronoun. A subject can be a noun phrase or a pronoun. This is a noun. This is a noun phrase. I'm not using pronoun. He cooks for I take it from you. She or cooks. It's only female that cooks. I don't like that partiality. When it comes to culinary, your mind just goes to females. But when it comes to something bad, you're saying, I can tell you something yesterday. When you talk about armed robbery, your mind crosses to the male gender. It's only men that are robbers. There are females that are maybe more delinquent than females. But we have more of male. But the best of chefs are males.
I don't believe that.
You don't believe it because you are that part of the accounting. The best of chefs are males. Okay, maybe we put into a test. You have to prepare one delicacy for us. Any other one sentence?
She loves to.
I think the word loves. That's correct. The three of you are actually correct. I love that. Rule 1 is simple. You get that? Go. Rule 2. Now, rule 2, I didn't mean rule 2 by itself. Rule 2 is the opposite of rule 1. So, just make some changes. So, how do you do it?
Plural verbs are.
No? That's how, look at the preamble of rule 1.
The rule states that
A plural subject requires a plural verb. That's what you tell me.
What do you mean by
everything? Yes, now. So, the rule 2, let's go. Rule 2 is going to be
plural subject.
Plural subject Concord. Rule 2, ever right? Rule 2. Rule 2. Plural subjects Concord. Those online, you can make your examples. Anyone that needs to be read, read it out. So you know that. You can make your examples where you are confused. You quickly move that direction. So, the same preamble used for rule 1, used for rule 2, in the place of singular subject, change to plural subject. You get it? You will think that a plural subject requires what? A plural verb.
He professes.
No? E, singular. I think you E. They profess. It's not plural. They.
Profess.
You get that? They profess what? Their faith publicly or their love openly. Very good. That's a good example there. Let's go. I'll pick that. They profess their love openly. It's not a secret one. Now, the last time we used there, you all punctured it. Now, it's appropriate to use there. Why? Because the subject in this sentence are what? More than what? One. See that? So you can see Concord. Not only these two. So underline these two and box this. They profess their love openly. Not a secret one. The next one. The children never.
Sir, someone asked, if one subject but two verbs, if one subject but two verbs, does the rule 1 still apply?
One.
Subject, two verbs.
The rules apply. I'll give you one. Here one day understands and speaks Greek well. Here one day understands and speaks Greek. Now, singular verb. What's the function of a conjunction? To join. You cannot join items that are unlike in characteristics. You cannot join plural, singular, plural. So the rule applies. Now, if I change the one day to they, I move the S, I move the S here. So what do I mean? They understand and speak Greek well. The rule of Concord is very simple. Now, let's go to another part now. I hope that is answer. Let's go to another part now. Every other rule, don't write, I want to make this. Every other rule obeys rule 1 and rule 2. In fact, every other rule is hinged in rule 1 and rule 2. If you kill rule 1 and rule 2, every other rule stop to exist. Take note of that. Just like in English, if you remember, the first thing we are taught in English is rhymes. After rhymes are lettering. After lettering, how to combine two letters.
Someone said that I can't see the writing. That your writing is like professor.
Okay, which of them? Is it the two? The children?
That everything.
Okay, everything. I'm sorry. That's why I'm also really very support. As you said, I will take cognizance of that. I will
your
make it clear.
writing is like professor.
I will make it clearer than that. Someone wants to know I write like a medical doctor. You get that? At times the mind is faster than the hand. So when writing, you get. But that's a good observation. I will work on that. In fact, I will start in your class now. Thanks. That means you are following. Continue with us. So let's go. They understand and speak Greek well. Let's go to rule 3. Rule 3. Are you ready? Rule 3. Rule 3. Quote this. And Concord. This one has babies. There will be a little confusion here, but don't be confused. And Concord. I know, since the day you got to know, make use of and a sentence, your mind maybe has always been that when you use and, addition. Yes. But it's not in every case. Yes, but not in every case. That's what we learn under the rules of Concord. Let's go. The rule states that the rule states that thank you, sir. The rule states that when and put it combines multiple items mean subjects. You should know that multiple items mean subjects. When and combines multiple items, the corresponding verb should be plural. Should be plural. Let's go. Study examples. Amen. Right there. Study examples. Number 1. Uche and I are fast friends. What do you mean by fast friend? Bosom. Close. Not tight friend. You don't say tight friend. What do you use? Bosom. Close. Intimate. You get that? Intimate friends. Please. Not a tight friend. Tight is speaking English. Hmm?
It means a bit.
No. Once you put friends, clear. But when you put intimate, you don't put friend. You know you're thinking another thing. But once you put friend, you know they're intimate friends. Eh? But when you put intimate, you don't put that. You know, it's also a verb, intimate.
If to join someone.
No, but you've not intimated me of what happened while I was away. Inform.
Okay.
That's the verb. You see that word? It's an adjective in one place. It's a verb in another place. That's English verb. Let's go. Now, Uche and I, two persons. See that agreement. What is the singular form of is? See that? So Uche and I are fast friends. Number 2, Ali and Simbi have become adults. You know now, this is why they say Ali and Simbi. Ali and Simbi have become adults. Now, Ali and Simbi, that is subject. What's the plural? Have. What is the plural form of have? Has. So you are going? No problem. So let's stop with that also. But there are exceptions. That is where you need to understand. In your exams, it's the sections that will be texted. I've never seen students of your set or pack set that will make the mistake of saying Uche and I is fast friends. Ali and Simbi has become adult. Yes, because most of them know the difference between has and have. But it's rare to use easier. It's rare. It's rare. But yeah, it could be. So what are the exceptions? Let's go. Exceptions. This one you need to be very careful now. This is where questions will be coming from most times. 1. When and, quote and. When and combines two items referring to the same person, comma, a singular verb is required. Are you ready? Number 1, let's go. I will some example. Mr. Tosin and Jama is an experienced teacher. Now look at the word. Mr. Tosin, the same person as what? Jama. So that's why I'm using singular words, verb. What's the need of Anjama, right? You may know it as Jama, but you don't know Mr. Tosin. Other people know Mr. Tosin, not Mr. Jama. But making it known to you, whichever may know it of.
But sir, how do you know Mr. Tosin
is Anjama
is different from Jama?
I will give you the second room to this.
Article will be there.
That's how I will give you the second room to this. You get that? But you should be very, very careful when you see this like this. Another clue again. Another clue. You can see an experienced teacher. What does that mean? An experienced teacher, how many person? 1. That's also another idea to quickly get that. So if you get a question like this, read it through.
For my flex, so that is, right? Singular.
The singular, of course, is a singular verb. Yes with S, don't forget, that's the clue. All singular verb you always end with S, ES or what, IS, except what, am and B. Don't forget that I started with that. See, Mr. Tosin and Jama, another example again. My father and mentor understands me so well. My father and mentor understands me so well. Bible is my mentor. So we have that kind of rapport. So whatever actually I tell you, he knows that I know my daughter. This is what's wrong. Now look at my father and mentor. The same person, and I use what understands. Singular way. Now, how do we know now? As German said, in this case now, there is no clue, unlike here, to know that I is singular. How do you know now? Let's go. Right. Notes. That be no 2 or no 1, whichever. No 2. No 2. If the second item in the arrangement, if the second item in the arrangement is preceded by a determinant, comma, if the second item in the arrangement is preceded by a determinant, a plural verb will be required. A plural verb will be required. Now in the bracket, why will a plural verb be required? In the bracket, now open the bracket, right. This shows that they are separate items. They are separate items. So let's go. Go back to our sentence. Mr. Tosin and Mr. German are experienced teachers. You see now? You see, Mr. Tosin and Mr. German are. I know, as it changed from an experienced teacher, what is it now? Experienced teachers. You see Concord. So it does not only affect the verb and subject, every other you must align. You see? How do you know? Put this in a circle. This is the one that makes us know that they are not the same person. They are two different persons. The second one, my father and his mentor. Now, I'm very careful. I don't want to use my here. So I don't say the article must always be the same. No. The determinant can be anywhere. I can say my father and my mentor. My father is, so definitely that mentor happens to not be mine. It's another person. So my father and his mentor understand me so well. So this is it again. Sorry.
So I can say the doctor and the teacher are good in their field.
That's two different, those are two different persons. The doctor and the teachers. But if I say the doctor and teacher, the same person. So it's a medical doctor who also has the ability to come to the classroom or to teach, probably chemistry, probably biology, maybe even mathematics. Yes. You get that? But once there is a determinant before the second one, so there are two different persons. You get that? So please understand that. That is exception 1, exception 2. Section 2. Section 2 now. Can I read this? Section 2. When and combines complementary demands, I don't want to demand complementary items, complementary items, comma, a singular verb will be required. Will be required. In your economics, you have types of demand, right? Composite demand, derived demand, complementary demand. Complementary demand that also gets another one. If you buy a car, what does that mean? You must always buy what fuel, whether you like it or not, or diesel, or gas. You must buy that. It is now behoves on you that you must drive to what? filling station. Together. So having said that, let's go. Rice and beans is my favorite food. Take note of that. Rice and beans is, not rice and beans are. It's taken as the same. Rice and beans is one particular food, not separate food. Together. Beans and bread has helped many bricklayers. Once they take it in the morning, till they retire from that work, they are very active. Has. It's the same item, so they are not saying have, but it's food. Whatever thing put around you is food. Did you know that it is possible now? The plural for food can be foods. Let me explain. The plural for food. Food. You also have plural for food. Foods. Now, it is food if it is the same delicacy. A plate of rice, another plate of rice, another plate of rice. How many plates of rice do I have? 3 plates of food. No X. When you have rice, eba, amala, what do I have there? Foods. So some of you, when you attend functions, usually eat what? Foods. You eat amala. Then pretend as though you have eaten. You eat as you are the eating one. You eat foods when you go to occasions. Foods. I'm always like, when I go to that, I eat food. One particular let me class and now. So that's different. So also learn that now. So you also have foods. So get it. So if somebody tells you the plural for food is food, say yes, but how is it food? Let the person explain to you. The same thing goes with beer. You have beer, you have beer, beers. You have 5 bottles of Star. It is what? Beer. I'll use the quantity, we call that quantity. 5 bottles of beer. But if I have a Star, Goodberg, Tree, what I did? Yes. The same thing goes with fruits. When you have apples, they are all what? Fruits. But when you have apple and others, what are they? Fruits. So learn that. So know where to put your head and when not to put your head. The last exception. No, not really last. There are 2 more. The next one is section 3. Section 3 now. In mathematical computation, using and may take a singular or a plural verb. Full stop. May take a singular or a plural, full stop. However, it will always be in the present tense form. Having said this, something crossed my mind now. Hello? The writer of a book will remain the writer of that book. Never use past tense to state that. That make that clear? The writer of a book will remain the owner of that book, whether alive or dead. Do you know Chinua Achebe?
Yes, I do.
Do you know one of his books? Things Fall Apart. So Chinua Achebe is the writer of Things Fall Apart. Not was the writer of Things Fall Apart.
Because it's still easy.
Because it's still, you were not a slave. Did you get that sense I made now? Chinua Achebe is the writer, not was. Was means no longer the writer. Did you get that? The writer remains even whether alive or dead. Did you get that? However, there are instances in English when somebody is late, We don't use present tense to refer to them. Like asset. Chief Coco was the owner of that asset. It's late Chief Coco was the owner of that asset. It's not that the owner again. Because that will has been passed to what? The children. You don't get the idea now. But if it's the right time till you die, it's your name that will be there. When republished, it's your name that will be there. So till you die. That's why you die with your knowledge. What you have, you die with it. So anyone giving to instruction, that is the idea. So get that now. So be smart when you see that in the exam. Know when you should use the present tense or past tense. Now, in mathematical computation, where you use and, the verb can be singular or plural. The choice is yours. But you should never be in the past tense. Let's make an example. 2 and 2 and 2. I can say gives. I can say give 4. Singular plural verb. The choice is mine. So I cannot say 2 and 2 give 4.
Someone said, sir, does it also apply to a singer?
A singer? In terms of like album,
Yes.
is the owner of the album? Yes. Because it cannot be changed. But when the rights to that album is sold away, it's gone.
When they remix.
When they remix and it's sold, it's gone. Example, when Michael Jackson died, it was discovered that one of his IDs contains, I forgot the number of songs. Sony came to buy it from the family that had not released, recorded down. When they sold that habit to them, in that case, it's no longer what Michael Jackson. So, in fact, no reference will be made to it. You are not even supposed to know that it was his. But once the right is sold away, patent right is gone. It's no longer there. But in as much as it's still yours, it's the composer. This song is composed by, it's the composer. You get that? So it also applies. Very good. So let's go. You see now, 2 and 2 gives 4, or 2 and 2 give 4. It can either be you and me, it can either be 2 and 2 give 4. If you say 2 and 2 give 4, what does it mean?
Does no longer
It's no longer water. You get that? So you don't do that. So you can use, and the last exception under here. Are you ready? The last exception. Are you ready? Where every, put it, is included, joining, where every is included, joining 2 items using and, a singular verb is required. Where every is included, joining 2 items using and, a singular verb is required. Let's go with that. Every boy and girl is invited to the party. Please, not every boy and girl are. You want to say, boy, girl, they are two because of every. Number 2, you need to know again. Where you use every is an adjective. The noun that comes after every is a singular countable noun. Please, that's not like every boys, that's not like every girls. Once you use every teacher is expected, not every teachers are expected to be here. Right? What do you say? All teachers are expected to be here. Look at the idea. Now, to confuse you further, you see something like this again. Every boy and every girl. My dear, is still the same. Every boy and every girl is here. not are here.
But you have every boy and girls.
The same thing, every boy and girl.
No, every boy and girls.
And girl, you can add the girls. Don't forget, I told you, and combines two items of the same characteristics. This is singular, this cannot be plural. So singular, singular, plural, plural. Yes, and it starts to be that. When one will be singular, one will be plural, but because of every, it cannot be. So it's possible I can say John and the boys. Yes. They can actually share because what they are living things and they are woman beings. It's correct in English and that's it. But once I put every John and Mary, try to send one that even one that bears John. Every John and Mary is usually from Cross River State. It's very common. That is called the John Mary. If I want to get this Mary, the first that crossed my mind like from Cross River State or Akwa Ibom. That first I think of you. That Mary is very good. Like that name. But they call it Mary. Don't call it Mary, call it Mary. So once I hear they call it Mary, I can tell that for Akwa Ibom or Cross River. That's how they pronounce that Mary.
They bear English name.
They like that name. It's like it. In fact, from Pastor I saw birthday Saturday. Friday. They like, so please note that. Did you get that now? Now, the final rule for today, before we round off the class. The final rule for today. Rule what? Rule what now?
4, 5.
Rule 5?
Sorry.
Rule 4, we are done with the section, we are through with that.
Okay, rule 4.
Now, rule 4, let's go. Many a or an Concord. You can put your hyphen here. Many a or an Concord. In fact, this usage of word is almost getting obsolete in English. But I need to see that it's almost getting obsolete.
It came out in the job.
Many a is almost getting obsolete. But I need to stay informed to know that. Many, okay, like this rule, let's go. This rule states that both a singular subject and a singular verb must be used. Singular subject, singular verb. Many a, many an. Let's go. Number one. Let's go. Many a student speaks bad English expression. Let me put it plural. Now, you see, many a speaks. This actually means many students speak bad English expressions. That's the meaning. Many students. That's what I say, it almost gets obsolete in English. So what's the meaning of a? Why not say many students? So many, and now, many a girl is beautiful. Please, tell me the interpretation.
Most girls are
Many girls are beautiful. That's the interpretation. Many girls. A lot of girls, correct. Many girls are beautiful. That is the interpretation. Many girls. The last one. Many and a is very small in size. These days, why? Fowls too are prepared, they are protesting. Like don't feed them very well again. Many an egg is very small in size these days.
Yes.
many
Yes.
eggs.
What does it mean? Many eggs are small, are very small in size these days. See that many an egg. You know why this kind here because of your vowel egg, because of your vowel, and because of the consonant, because of the consonant. That's why I use A there, right? So that's no difference between A and B. You have to use A before a consonant sound.
A is for consonant.
You get sound, not letters. It's the sound, not the letter. Don't fall by that. for that tree. So you see that now. So many an egg is very small in size these days. Simply means many eggs are very small in size. In sizes now these days. So at this point, I think we should run off. But I'll text you and drink. Studying very simple. Now, the words I will give you to be very careful. I'm going to be matching them. Get it? I will tell the meaning before I tell you the word. Sorry. I will tell the meaning before I tell you the word. Now, the first word, you know, it means a kind, okay, spelling drill. At the right side of the know, right? Spelling drill. Spelling.
Drill.
Now, number one. I read it. Number one spelling. A person that brags a lot. You get that? Person that brags a lot. Braggart. Not give you the second
Sir.
one.
Before someone say, sir, what about neither the students nor the teacher is or are pretty? Which is
Neither the students.
the students.
Singular or plural?
Plural, sir.
No.
No.
The what?
Teacher.
Teacher.
Singular.
Singular.
The now way is or are.
Present.
Is or are the option.
Is
Or
are. We call this principle of proximity. Proximity means nearness. This rule states that the nearest word item to the place of the verb determines the answer. So we don't need student. What do we need? Teacher. Teacher, is it singular or plural? Let's take us to the one or the two. One. This is the answer. Now I told you every other rule is in your word, rule 1 and rule 2. So if you don't get 1 and rule 2, you're having a problem. So that's the rule. Now you know we can switch this statement. We can say neither the teacher nor the student. What do to the answer? Principle of what? Proximity. But that will have two notes too. We are used of Ojo, Toby, Tayo, or Samuel. Dash here, is here, or are here. Is here. It is the last name that determines that. Forget all those things I just mentioned. And now again, neither, okay, this one again, either. So there are two that belong to that card. That's principle of proximity. We get it against that. We also have a accompaniment rule. The woman with the husband, dash here, is here, are here. What's the answer? Is here. So you see that Concord is very. We also have notational rule. There are many. Which I can teach you all, or teach you the basic ones. We also have plurality action. The one that looks like plural but they are singular. You get that? Mandative, subjective, Concord. Wow, I wanted to mention that. I don't know why I escaped my mind. Mandative, SWDPRR. You know what I mean? SWDPRR. This one we need get suggestion, wish, demand, prayer, resolution, recommendation. These are the keys to that mandative, subjective, Concord. Once we get here, we apply this.
So the next one.
The next one, braggart. That must not fail anyone. You want. Number 1 is braggart. Number 2.
People online, they haven't heard you.
That's
spelling drill.
Spelling drill. Are you ready? Spelling drill number 1. Braggart. Someone that brags.
I see.
Number 2. Incognito. Did I give you the last time?
No.
Incognito. Incognito is what? In disguise.
What do you say?
Incognito.
You can also for Google incognito.
Oh, you know that. You mustn't fail it. Number 3. A magical formula. Abracadabra. Abracadabra. A magical formula. Abracadabra. Are you ready?
Yes.
Number what?
4.
Number 4. You wrongly are pronouncing this word as expatiate. It's not expatiate, it's what? Expatiate. Expatiate. Not expand. That's not that word.
Explicit.
Explicate your point. Elaborate. Throw shed lights.
But there's no meaning that way.
That's not that word. So it's not expatiate. The next one. Cadaver. Cadaver. Cadaver means for dead body. Cadaver. 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 Dead body means for specimen. In the one is called cadaver.
The person is called Kadaba.
Yes. Next one. Are you ready? Thorough. Thorough means what? Careful. Thorough. Thorough. Thoroughly. Carefully. Thorough. The next one. I hope I know. Okay. Wishy-washy. Wishy-washy. Wasting time.
Wishy-washy.
Wishy-washy. Don't be wishy-washy. Come on, what's the answer? Wishy-washy. The next one, number what? This one has two pronunciation. You can pronounce it as what? Dilemma or dilemma. Dilemma or dilemma. Dilemma, I mean dilemma. To be what? In difficult situation to choose between options. Dilemma. Number what now? Number 9. Are you ready? Choreography. Choreography. Number what, sir?
Choreography as in
Choreography, yes. And the last one, number what?
10.
Number 10. Ballet. 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 Children.
I swear, I'll get word.
Are you ready? What's number 1?
Brother.
Brothers.
What's not good today?
Now,
That's the word.
the spelling of this word is braggadocio. That's what I wanted to do. I changed my mind. So go and find the spelling of braggadocio. The spelling of it is braggadocio. Braggadocio. Braggadocio.
That's what.
The synonym of this word, another word for brothers or braggadocio. They are just a brothers. So please, brother. That's what I wanted to give. I changed my mind to this. And now you get brother. Number 2. Number 2.
I'll be complete to 1,
2. 3. Abracadabra. 4. Expand. Expand. You see? There's no end yet.
I know there's no
Spaceship. 6. 5.
Kadabra.
Kadabra is just the way you spell, you pronounce. 6. 6. Go and spell it through there. 7. Wishy. Washing. It's not that, it's hyphen, yes, it's allowed. But please, put it subsequently. Number 8. Dilemma. 2 L's. 9.
Options. When it says like you mark the correct one.
You mark the wrong one and overlook the correct one.
Yeah,
You mark the wrong one wrong and overlook the correct one. Choreography. There's always one.
Yes, ma'am.
This one is the second one.
Yes.
10.
Ballet.
Ballet. Wrongly pronounced as ballet.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Brain.
Let's find out 10. 10. 9. 8. It's possible. Online.
Some got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Wow.
Online.
You and what do you get? 7. 6.
8.
8. 6, 7, 8. Is it planned?
Yeah.
Every arrange is seated in that order. In the send the order, send the order.
It's coincidence.
That is beautiful. The essence of this spelling is to know them. So go back, check the ones who made mistakes, and know that. It is very important when you write your essay, your spellings, first of all, mechanical accuracy. So find that together. Thank you so much.
Those people online, may God be with you. You see where you see us. May God be with you.
See, let them know, but I can't put this in your hands, think it disappear. You, so when you get to now, as a climate